Hello everybody, Postbase here, and yes, I am alive, okay? I know a lot of people think I'm dead, but I'm alive. So real quick before I actually start this completely, is that I will officially be on summer break this Saturday, so on the 1st of June is the first day of my summer break, no more school, I do have a job, but don't worry about it. So expect a more frequent recording schedule. But anyway, let's get right into this. So I'm just making sure it's recording, it's been a while. But what we are actually going over, but if you haven't read the title, is the new Arma 3 DLC announcement trailer, and what I think about it. So I heard this announcement trailer came out 2 days ago. I haven't been able to. Oh, was it 2 days? No, it was yesterday when I first saw it. But I haven't seen it, and I'm nervous because, well, let's just say they haven't done one of these in a long time. Like, it's been like the last actual DLC that they did. What was it? Tanks? Pretty much? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Tanks. The last DLC they actually did that added stuff to the game, you know, new features and everything like that, was Tanks. That was the last DLC they added. And I wouldn't count on Encore, whatever the hell it's called, with the Destroyer, because that was kind of like a little bit of a free add-on. It was basically just like, oh, by the way, here's a destroyer now, and cruise missiles. That's basically what it was. So I'm actually very nervous to see this. I don't know. I mean, I've heard what it's about. I haven't seen the trailer, though, and I'm very nervous to actually see it. And I'm going to be brutally honest about what I think about this. So without further ado, I know I'm probably going to get a copyright claim on this. Bohemia, please. Like, please, okay, you're not going to get any money off of this. I don't get any ads, so it's not like it's going to matter. Alright, but anyway, let's get right into it. Let me tone it down a bit.
People, talk to me. We good?
Okay. Little Rover.
Alright, let's keep it together.
Looks like a hazmat team.
We're expecting this, I know, I get it. But it's happening. Might as well be the ones making history.
Anyway, you're entering a military training area? A training area. Okay. Leave your vehicle, obey any direction. Good. Alright. Sorry about that.
No pressure.
That little rover, though, is cool.
Alchemist. Getting a lot of interference here. PCX is breaking up. Could be electromagnetic radiation. Over. Copy. Interrogative. Do you have a visual? Over. Affirmative. We see you now. Continue on task towards your primary. Over.
It's a cute little rover.
What the hell was that? Alchemist. Are you guys seeing this?
Looks like
So,
only super localized.
it's a magician. But that's creepy.
Hold that position, Sapphire.
Damn.
Do not approach. We'll send the robot in.
To assess. Wait out. Yeah. Robots first.
I would agree with you on that. You know, if I was to see floating debris, I would send in a robot as well.
Mini UGVs moving up.
Mini UGV.
Telemetry's getting sluggish, and EMI's kicking up again. Is that it?
That's the Arma 2 tractor. Wait, what the fuck is that? Hey Snipes, I found your pumpkin.
Get a fix on it.
That's cool. Look at the July 25th, so that's like a month? Okay, well, one thing that I want to ask you guys real quick, hang on, where's it at? Who is this guy? Look here, military, 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 military. This guy, and look at his face. He looks so pissed off. That's the one thing. Oh my god, what the that guy just looks pissed off. Let's go over some points. One, obviously a new map. And unless I don't know, because this doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like Tanoa. It doesn't look like Altis. It doesn't look like oh, there's other maps. Whatever. I know it's been a while since I played Arma 3. So let's go to this part right here. I'm just gonna mute it. So obviously this makes me excited. The mini UGV. This is something that is actually pretty cool that I can actually see some practical use for in this. I mean, yes, it does add another UAV. And for those of you who do not know, if you're a UAV operator in the game, like I am, I do UAV operators in pretty much every single mission. There's a lot of UAVs. So there's the planes, the helicopter, there's the cars, and now we have these little mini UGVs. Oh, and also all the armaments, like radar, the long-range anti-air missiles, the aircraft carrier weapons, and the cruise missiles, and the destroyer cannon. Yeah, all of that is considered a drone, which is kind of stupid, but I can see why. There's already a lot of stuff for UAV operators to do, so this kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel like they're just adding on now to a role. Now, what would be cool is if this is made for a certain class, like for the recon team or whatever. That's what I could see, because this has a camera on it, and that's what I could see what would be good for it. Because right now it's just they're adding too much stuff to one role. The UAV operator probably has the most things that they can do in their job in the game, which is kind of, one, it's stupid in a sense, but two, it's also nerve-wracking, because it's just like you have like 200 drones you can control, but at the same time it's just like, why? Like, why? So like one thing that Bohemia should do is either A, make this mini UGV like strictly like strictly for a certain role, or instead of UAV operator, because like there's just so much stuff on the UAV operator. Or two, what they should do is they should take like the weaponry on the destroyer or the aircraft carrier, and they should actually make a room to where all the terminals are already hooked up. Like in some mod packs, like if you want a submarine, like a cruise missile submarine before the Encore update, something like that, to where like a certain terminal has control of all that. Because like it just gets too much, because then like you open your UAV terminal and you just see 500 different things on the map. And if any of you do the UAV operator like I do, you understand how stressful that is. Considering if all of the UAVs are at base and it's the very start of the operation, it sucks, because it's difficult to select which one you actually want, because they're all cluttered. Or they're so close to each other, and it just causes problems. But it's pretty cool. Next part, these uniforms are actually pretty coul. So it looks like they're wearing gas masks or rebreathers. I don't know what it is. I would assume probably gas masks though, because if you look, they have a tube coming out and into their backpack. So like, I could see why, considering at the end, but the uniform is pretty cool. But also, there's that question like, why? Here's the thing. Okay, so like, usually when Bohemia adds something, it's for a use. Like when they added the Laws of War DLC, they added that because, a lot of people in the game just got trigger happy and shot everyone and everything in sight, and that kind of taught players to control themselves. The problem is with this is that I don't really see the point of the hazmats. I really don't. Like, what? Are they going to be adding, like, a bioweapon in the future? Oh, no, wait. Please don't. Please do not add a bioweapon. I already have to deal with clusters, okay? Please do not add that. Because I swear, if I die from another cluster bomb, I'm going to lose it. I died from a friendly fire cluster bomb. We don't talk about it. But, like, why the hazmat? I can understand why right now, like up to the end, but if that's what it's just gonna be used for, like if there's no contaminated areas where like you need a hazmat, I don't see the point. Which makes zero sense. And obviously, also something that catches my eye here is the weapon. That's obviously a new weapon. I'm gonna read the description of the DLC in a minute, but that's obviously a new weapon because I haven't seen that before. It looks like the AKM. It looks a lot like it, but it's not. But it's pretty cool. So, hang on, where's the next part? So this is how you can tell that's going to be controlled by a UAV operator. Because the number one thing that gives it away is this part up here at the top. Battery, elevation, magnification. That's what gives it away instantly. And then also this range as well in this mode, vision mode. That also gives it away because it's just like, it's obvious. Now, something that obviously should be done if this is the case, and all, it's obviously bigger than the dot, than the dot, which is for those of you who do not play Arma 3 or have never used the dot or have never been a UAV operator in the game. The dot's basically a small little UAV. It's like a personal UAV. It has no guns. It has two cameras. It has the driving and then the gunner. And the gunner is basically a laser designator, but a lot of UAV operators use it to scout out enemies. That's what a lot of people use it for. So, the battery on this thing, I'm going to expect it to be close to the dot. I'm not going to expect it to be more because it's small, and that would make no sense. Like, it would make no sense if it's more than the Grey Hawk or the ground UGV. It just won't make any sense. But something I do like is that there's 3 cameras, which makes me wonder, where are the 3 cameras? Because obviously we have this front camera. And but where are the other 2? It's like one a backup camera. I'm sorry, like a backup camera on a UGV. That would be pretty funny, but still kind of sad. I would assume one's gonna be like a laser designator or something like that, because pretty much all of them have a laser designator. So that's what I would assume. Still pretty cool though. Jeez, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Sorry. This is the most creepy thing. I know it's a low pixelated, but that's just creepy. You can tell that the developers got bored while making this. You can tell they got bored while making this DLC. And I just lost my rubber band. But you can tell they were bored when they made this DLC, when they start to make things float. But this magnification times 12, that's pretty good, cool. We already talked about this guy and how pissed off he looks. We're gonna name him George. That is his name, guys. We're naming this guy George, alright? I want everyone to start calling him George. I do not care. Just start going in the random videos and start calling this guy George, okay? God, please. He looks so pissed off. He's probably pissed off about, like, you know, being out there that late. I would too. I mean, it's late out. But still. George the pissed off guy. Let's cut to... Here's a good thing. That's the Arma 2 tractor. That's the tractor from Arma 2. Anyone who's played Arma will recognize that tractor instantly, and it's just like, it's made me wonder. I'm trying to think which Arma 2 map this could be, because I'm thinking it's an Arma 2 map. I'm gonna have to go into Arma 2 and take a look at every single map now, and go down every single road till I find this, because like, you gotta admit, it looks like an Arma 2 map. But still though, and then there's that thing, which I'm not even going to. If you heard me say, "Hey Snipes, I found your pumpkin," don't worry about it. I just said that to be funny. But still though, I have no idea what that is. Obviously it's causing some gravity distortion or gravity field around it, which is affecting the objects around it, which is why the tractor's floating and everything else is floating. But then again, here's the problem with that. If you notice, the minute UGV gets close, it doesn't stop floating, which is kind of concerning. But still. And then there's this part too. I just see this is still camera 1 down here, but the arm is extending. So this makes me think this could be actually a pretty good surveillance system to have in towns, because then you can have the boom arm extended out through a window. So like if you're a sniper all by yourself, you can just have this like in the ground floor overlooking the door. So if someone comes in, you know about it, and just have it in like your bottom left hand corner of your screen, which is what I'm probably gonna do if I do sniping. And when this comes out, I'm gonna do that. Just have a UAV terminal and have it hooked up to that. Now to the big part. What the fuck is that? I'm trying to think where Arma gets the idea for these DLCs. It's like they have a hat. Okay, they have a hat and it's just full of random stuff. It's just like, okay, which DLC are we going to make? Oh, aliens! Like, why? Why? I thought aliens had their moment, like, years ago, and now they're back? Say what? But then again, it does look pretty cool. And so here's my thing about saying the battery is short. Look here. This is what's made me think the battery is going to be pretty short. Look at the battery life. I'm trying to get it to pause at the right time. But if you look there, that's as clear as I think I can get it. But it says 64%. So that's what made me think this battery life is going to be super short. Which is making me think, like, this UGV is probably only going to be used for, like, mine disposal or surveillance. I don't know. I would hope mine disposal. Because the only way to dispose of mines is if you have the explosive specialist port, if you actually play that portion. That's the only way you can defuse mines in, like, unexploded ordnance, which kind of sucks. It really sucks, because it's just like, why? But I can understand why. At this point, they should just rename explosive specialist to EOD. Like, please. So hopefully EOD gets a bot, which will be pretty cool. Except it's probably gonna be controlled by the UAV operator, of course. I'm not gonna go on a rant about it. But still, though, I think depending on if there are multiple variants, I think it should be controlled based on what it does. So like if there is one that's made for disposing of mines or unexploded ordnance, please only let explosive specialists control it. Please, like make it that the primary thing. But that's pretty much it, Now, Jesus, why am I yawning so much? Come on. Now, obviously, this is an amazing DLC. I can see what the hype is about. But then again, if you think about it, all this hype and one aspect of the game that they haven't really focused on. I mean, let's see here. They've focused on a lot of land aspects, commanding aspects, air assets, like the helicopters DLC, the jets DLC, the tanks DLC, Laws of War DLC, which kind of focused on, making players more sane and more controlled. But, like, one thing that they haven't focused on is a sea aspect. They haven't worked on any, any naval units. I mean, yeah, they have the USS Liberty and the USS, Freedom? Whatever. So the carrier and the destroyer. But the problem is I want to see those things move. I want to have ship battles. Like, please, can we do that? I really want to have ship battles. Can you imagine how cool that would be? To actually have a ship battle instead. Because then, then if you think about it, then there'll be all those other aspects. So instead of you having to have air superiority and land superiority, you can make it to where, neither of those matters if you have naval assets. Like, you can add, better patrol boats, guided missile cruisers, guided missile destroyers, command ships, submarines. That's one thing I really want to see in Arma 3, and I know I'm not the only one that thinks that, because if you think about it, because if you have naval assets, it's gonna be way cool, and especially if you make them move and you actually make them stable enough for players to actually walk around on them and to move vehicles and to take jets off from them at the same time, like for the carrier or anything like that. That would be huge, because then it's just like you can actually have battles out at season, and you can obviously expand the map a lot then by adding a lot more ocean space and making these ships actually walk. That's what I want to see. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Contact. I'm probably gonna put a pre-order in for it, but still, I think there are some other things that Bohemia can focus on more. I mean, obviously, like, look at this. You get a 10% discount and a terrain sneak peek. I just think there's so many better things I could do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Contact. It looks amazing. I'm looking forward to playing it. I really, really am. But at the same time, it's like, can they focus on something that they haven't focused on? That's what I really want to see. I just really want to see more naval aspects and like, because that would just be even better. But still, though, I'm not gonna tell Bohemia how to run their game and what to do. I'm just trying. I just really want to see naval units out there, and I think a lot of other people do too, because that's the one thing in Arma that has always been ignored, and it kind of sucks. Because if you think about it, we have an aircraft carrier now and a destroyer. Like the aircraft carrier, there were going to be people on there and all, and like what? They just get to be stationary and huge targets? Yeah. I just think they can do better with naval units. I really do think. I mean, who knows? Maybe if there's an Arma 4 and all, they can focus on naval units a little more, because that would be pretty cool. But at the same time, this is an amazing DLC. I do like it. It looks amazing. And all. But what we should take a look, actually, we should take a look at the description. I was looking at it in YouTube. I was looking at it in YouTube and all, which is normal. 16 minutes. Actually, no, the last DLC they actually made was technically the... Well, actually, no, I wouldn't count the Korea DLC as an actual DLC, considering it still needs a lot of work. But yeah, Tanks was the actual last full DLC, the one that added missions, that added a whole bunch of other stuff. That was the last full DLC. But still, though, they could do a lot better. Arma 3 Contact. Let's take a look at this. $25.19. That's okay. Ooh, Arma 3 Contact Edition. You know what? I might do a giveaway. I might do a giveaway in the USN for a version of Arma 3 Contact Edition. No, you know what? I am going to do a giveaway. July. Like the day before, on July 24th, I am doing a giveaway for this. Okay, I do not care. I am doing a giveaway. I'm going to remember to mark down my phone, so then I remember, so then you guys can't yell at me. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. But let's take a look. With the weapons vehicle in gear to follow soon. Alright, key features. Single player campaign. So it does add a campaign. So to everyone who has played the campaign, me, let's get ready for that. What would happen if aliens arrive on? Okay, yeah, so it is about aliens. Fuck, I was hoping it was some experimental organization. Never mind. So it does add campaign, which does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna read through all this because the video is currently at 24 minutes and like 10 seconds. Livonia terrain, dense forest, wide open fields, and plenty of interesting landmarks. Get ready to explore a fresh temperature summer environment. Ideal suited for combined arms warfare. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Arma 3 Contacts, 163 kilometers squared Eastern Europe terrain, covers the partially abandoned Adbor region within the large Polish-speaking country of Livonia. This landlocked Landlocked NATO member state shares borders with 4 other nations. 4 other nations, okay. Including the Russians, CSATs, partners, which inherently makes it a place of great geostrategic importance. It's woodland. Okay. So that's pretty interesting. So obviously, that's obviously why there's a lot of fighting, probably on this terrain, because it's sharing a border with 4 other people. 2 factions. Come 2 smaller but highly capable new military factions. So here's the question with this. With the military factions, are they going to be add under sub-forces of like NATO, CSAT, and AAF? Or are they actually going to have their own things? Like, if you load up the map, you only get these things in NATO and CSAT. That's my question. Specifically the Livonia Defense Force and... Okay, never mind. I should have read it. So the Livonia Defense Force is probably going to be on the NATO, and the Russian Spetsnaz is obviously going to be on the CSAT. But Spetsnaz, damn it, goddamn. The LDF equips its soldiers with high-end protective gear and a distinctive woodland geometric camouflage design. So that was obviously the guys we saw earlier. This includes new fatigues, plate carrier vests, and advanced modular combat helmets with optional ear protectors and so-called Spartan chops. Okay. Meanwhile, the Russian Spetsnaz operators wear a new lightweight 2-tone suit, a durable helmet based on CSAT design, and a chest rig which supports a cross-drawn chest holder with sidearms. Okay, well, the Spetsnaz were always known to be badass, so I'm not going to argue with that. Each faction is further enhanced by reskinned variants of existing Arma 3 assets and made complete with new character faces and Polish or Russian radio protocols. Okay, it's a lot to take in. The 5 new weapons. I'm gonna see if I can find anything about that UGV. Give me a second. Oh, it's probably gonna be under here too. Say hello to an unlikely pair of new. You know, wait a minute. You're not gonna stop if you say unlikely. You should say totally unnecessary. First up is the ED1. Okay, ED1. Mini UGV. God damn, I'm sorry guys. Jod. Yawn counter on the top right hand corner, please. The small tracked electronic robot is built to traverse complex terrain and can transmit a live camera feed so that its operator can remotely assess the situation. Wielding its multi-joint swivel arm, the UGV's 2 primary uses are CBR in defense. I have no idea what that is, and explosive ordnance disposal. I caught it. That is great. Okay, so this actually does make it easier to disarm unexploded ordnance now. The science variant, the ED1E, I assume that means soon to be renamed with the low star, is essentially a driving laboratory with sensors, a sampling laser, and a biopsy probe. For military use, the ED1D variant comes prepared with a mounted disruptor shotgun. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. Idea for demining operators and demining operations and close encounters. On the opposite side of the vehicle spectrum drives the tracked. This reliable diesel vehicles from Arma 2 returns with a major upgrade to its model and textures. Yay! Free bonus contact. Okay, let's take a look at this. NATO woodland camouflage. Obviously, that's going to be added. Civilian clothing. 100+ decorative and terrain object. I mean, the terrain options are good for those who do Zeus. Okay, so basically, the free version you get jack shit, pretty much. Which I guess is okay. See, I need an intel. I have all the requirements here. Besides this. Actually, no, I think that AMG is actually mine. I don't know. I'll check. But like, yeah, this is like full on DLC. Let's and the pictures look pretty cool. God damn it! I gotta stop. Why am I yawning? God damn. I'm making a video and I can't stop yawning. So this is obviously the science variant, I'd assume, because if you look, it has a flashlight. It doesn't look. It has a camera. I'd assume this is the science variant. I believe that's the NATO guys. It looks like it. Is the helmets and all. That looks like some type of scanner, I guess. I don't know. Maybe at least with those little orange things that little orange thing we saw in the trailer. Maybe that leads to that or something. There's Spetsnaz. And we get the helicopters! Yay! Yeah. See, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that thing leads to those. Maybe. That's the thing from the trailer. I believe that's a little microphone, probably for spying. Wait a second. There's a military variant. See, this is what I'm talking about. Use these to peek in windows. Now you don't have to sacrifice people to go look through them. New vehicle, it looks like. I'm trying to think what this is. It looks like just adding more decorative blocks. There's some civilians. Hey, look, guys, it's George. It's George. He's right there. It's George. I don't know what that is. Obviously, it's a training. Obviously, that's a training mine, but I'm trying to think. That doesn't look like an EOD. Actually, that may be why it's doing it. Maybe diffusing it. I don't know. There's the tractor. Good old tractor. There's the map. Huge map. Jesus. I want this DLC out now. Please. 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 I already see two things I really want to use. Oh man. Anyway, but this is a pretty good DLC. So comes out July 25th, so that's in. God damn it! How many times have I yawned now, guys? Let's see. That's 1, 2, what? 4. Yeah, 4 weeks. So it literally comes out in less than a month, actually. So I would actually really love to play this with the crew. And in fact, I'm going to go get that giveaway all squared away. So I'm going to get this bundle, and if you are interested in winning it, I will be probably either giving this away the day before or the day of. Probably most likely the day of. The day of launch. So if you are interested in doing that, join the Universal Space Navy below. I'll get some information down there. So this is obviously a good thing, and obviously something I might actually do is I might get the Arma 3 DLC. I might get 2 of those in case someone already has a copy of Arma 3. And so if you don't have a copy of Arma 3, you can rent the edition, the actual bundle. But yeah. Anyway, I actually think this is a pretty interesting DLC. Not one I would want, but I'm going to get it anyway. But anyway, though, guys, I hope you guys find this interesting. I know it's been a while since I've recorded, so I'm obviously trying to get back into the swing of everything. So just bear with me as I get back into it. But hit that like button down below if you like this, if you want to see more information about any like DLCs or any trailers in the future. Because for some reason, my Farming Simulator 2019 reaction has more views than any of my videos. But it's the second most viewed. Anyway, let me know if you guys want to see more of this. I'd be happy to do it. Leave a comment down below telling me what DLC you would like to see Bohemia do. Please be honest. I would actually really love to read them, because then, like, who knows? Maybe, like, if Bohemia watches this, I don't think they will, or if, like, another YouTuber who is close with Bohemia sees this and all, they can let them know what we think, and then who knows? Maybe that can get the next DLC out. And also hit that subscribe button if you're new. Please help me get to 100 subs by the end of the year. I know we have like 6 months left, but please help me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Join the Discord below, and as always, guys, I will see you guys later. Well, actually, 1 second. Community game night. will not be this Saturday due to me working a double shift, but it will hopefully be next week on Saturday. I'll come to you guys more with more information on that, probably later this week. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I've been dead and I've come back to life, but please bear with me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.